Hello, in today's episode I'll be showing you how to upfit a vehicle and do the ELS on it using the EVC plugin from ReadOnTech. Here we've got a 2020 Tahoe from Bandit Solutions. So let's get into the video. To upfit the vehicle, I will be using this Wheelin Legacy. It's a free release in Respo Lite that you can get. Pretty good quality, but the only thing is it's not pre-lit. So I'll have to go through the process of doing that in order to make the lights work. So let me go through that process now. If your light bar is already pre-lit and you would like to skip this part, you may. But if you do not have a pre-lit light bar, I will be showing you how to relight your light bar. It's very simple. It just kind of can take a while. So we're going to start by inserting a part, and then you're going to want to scale it to your module. Very simple. And then you pretty much want to repeat it until the entire light bar has been filled. Okay, now that I have my light bar, I guess, all equipped with all the parts, I'm just going to hover all over them, select them, and then as you can see, using neons, you can get that quote-unquote light effect. You will notice that some parts may have to be moved, so you can just do that now. Also, if you're one of the people that like more of a emitted effect, you can turn your bloom up and your threshold down. So we'll just do 15, 15, and you'll see you get that bright light effect. Only issue with higher bloom is that you can get brighter cars like that. So it's just one thing that you want to avoid. I'm going to select all this, Control G, let me ungroup this from here, select the model, or the light bar, and the light model that I just made, we'll group it again, duplicate, move it over here. Now that we're over here, I'm going to open here, and then the cool thing about EVC is that you can keep your lights within the model. So I'm just going to do that now. I'm going to name this light parts. Light parts, there we go. And then what you can do is you can sort it individually and whatnot. But I'm going to just drag it back out to workspace, ungroup, and get a top-down view on it and do it this way. So I'm just dragging to select everything, going to hit Control G, that's going to group that. I'm going to do the same for the rear, and then of course, you know, your alley lights that you want. There we go. Okay, I'm not missing anything. There we go. Regroup that. So now we have our light bar. We have all of our light groups. So I'm gonna drag all these into here and then group that once again. We've got the, I believe this is gonna be the rear, yep. So I'm gonna do rear. We've got the front. And then on this one, it's going to be the alleys. All right, from here, we're gonna open our rear. and we can see that it's in what would be the second, third module. However you want to set it up, I'm going to set it up as the second one. So I'm just going to, for the sake of sanity, I'm just going to change this away from neon. And then we'll do a prefix like R for rear or RLB for rear light bar. I'm going to put that to 3, even though it's number 2. The reason I'm doing that is because on the corner modules, I'm using 2 parts. Yeah, so like here, I'm gonna do rear light bar 1 and then rear light bar 2. So rear light bar 2 for this part. We got rear light bar 4. Now that we got that, I'm gonna go to my front and pretty much do the exact same thing. Just for sanity again, I'm gonna change it away from neon and then do it this way. For the front of your light bar, you can either do FLB for front light bar. You can really name it whatever you want. You just don't want a part with the same name as another part, or else it will mess everything up. So let me get to naming now. I almost forgot that on this specific light bar, I have it set up to the takedowns being here instead of in the middle. So I'm going to take that into account when I'm doing this. So what this would normally be 5, and then it goes takedown, 6, 7, 8, and so on. But since I have the takedown here instead of there, this should not be flashing blue or red or however you set it up. So yeah. Okay, as we can see now, I got my entire light bar named from 1 all the way to 10. If you wish, you can double check your work, go back over and make sure that you named everything correctly. I don't believe I need to, but we'll find out later. We're gonna go here and then do the same with my alleys. So I'm just gonna do an easy DA and PA. There we go. I rename this light parts. And then I'm going to put this in here. Okay, a very, very important thing to mention. Make sure your light bar is anchored. And when you're using any object or any model within an chassis vehicle like we have here, you want to make sure that there is no folders for anything that's going into body. Alright, I'm going to line my light bar up. If you want to do it super quick and easy, a very simple way of doing it, just select both of your models or whatever, your light bar and your vehicle. Then I'm gonna go up to model, align, and then hit the corresponding direction, and then just hit align. This will put the light bar in the center of the model, which makes it a lot easier. So I'm gonna select my model again, just lift it to fit. I'll move it forward a tad bit. If you want, you can rotate it to get it even more perfect, but I mean, it's not really required. So yeah. Next, I'm going to make sure we'll do this. I'll ungroup that so it's only the light bar actual model. I'm going to close everything that I have opened. I'm going to drag my actual light bar into body. So I'm just going to delete these. Oh, never mind. Which one is which? I think the adjustable is the one that we have right now, so I'm going to keep that. And then I'll do this. You got the takedowns there. We already have that. Full LED. Okay, we have the full LED active right now. To check with this one, I'm gonna have to open light parts, alleys, and make these invisible real quick. Then we'll go here. Those are the ones that we're using, so I'm gonna delete the directional and then ungroup it from its folder. Once we're in options, I'm gonna ungroup that again. I'll create a new group and then rename that options. Alright, so we got that now. Our light bar is on the vehicle and it's ready to be used to create our lighting pattern. So I'm going to go to plugins. If you don't have the plugin right now, all you have to do is go to the marketplace, search up emergency vehicle creator, and filter by plugins. It's going to be by Read on Tech. As you can see here, last updated on the 4th of November. Yeah, at the filming of this video, there may be newer updates or whatever. So yeah. This is going to be the first time opening the plugin. So it'll ask you essentially, oh, there we go. It'll ask you for permission to inject scripts, and yeah, you just want to allow it or whatever. So allow, check again. Okay. With this plugin, it does give you the option to create a vehicle using the vehicles that they provide. This video is not for that, but I'll show you that really quick. Vehicle is loading in. It's going to move around with my mouse. I'm just going to click. It'll spawn in. And then it has a bunch of different options that you can choose from and do whatever you want with it. Just like I said, I can do that. So return, go back. I'm going to delete this real quick. Okay. Now that we're here, Emergency Vehicle Creator version 3, selecting the 2020 Tahoe PPV. As you can see here, if we click off, it says select a vehicle or create a vehicle or whatever. I'm just going to click on the vehicle, hit edit vehicle. I have not installed Emergency Vehicle Handler in here, so you're going to have to, it should give you the option to install like shown here. I'm going to hit upgrade. I believe it only does that if you have EVC installed on the vehicle. I did not make the base, so it probably already had it installed. We're just going to go to stages, edit, and then here is where you'll create your actual light bar pattern and whatnot. So from here, you add selection, and then this is where you can open your Explorer, find your light bar, and do your light parts. So we'll do the front, FLB1. In previous versions, you would have to add a new one and then name it yourself. With this version, you don't. So you just gotta click once you have your prefix in there. And we're going to 10 with this one. Now I'm gonna add my rear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8, 9, 10. I do believe that one goes to 12, I think. Yep, 12. 11 and 12. There we go. For the actual stages, I'm not going to add the takedowns and alleys. I'll show you why. But we'll get to that. Make sure your part names match with your actual HUD version, I guess. We'll do a simple steady burn type of action with the two lights up here. The only thing that you do want to take into account is when you have blue and red super close together, it will make purple. So just be aware of that. I'll do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then remember our FLB1 and FLB2 are going to be acting as one module. So go here, go here, and then create that into one. And as you can see your pattern and whatnot. I'm just gonna delete the bottom of this. And then we'll just do the same with the other side. 2, 3, and then here we'll do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right. For the rear, I'll just do a simple HP pattern on the back. We'll just do that. We got blue. Blue's gonna go on driver's side for the CHP pattern. If you do wish to have blue on the passenger side, just do it on the other side. We'll do that here. The pattern's a little wonky, so we'll do like that, and then we'll just do the rest of this yellow. It's not going to be exact. You're going to have to tinker and tanker with it, but as we can see here, we got the pattern flashing back and forth, and we got the lines going outward on the front. I'm going to go back to place one. I'm going to select my vehicle, go back to the plugin, hit export changes or whatever, and then now the vehicle should have that pattern. Okay, so the vehicle has the pattern, but we're having issues with it. Nope. As you can see, we're having issues with it shining through. I forgot to mention that you need to change the material back to neon. So we'll go here, select all that, we'll go back to neon. And if we retest, it should be back to normal and do what we want it to do. There we go. Very simple. I mean, you're just kind of have to tinker and tanker with it. Show you why I'm not doing the alleys with the takedowns here in a second. We're gonna open our plugin again, return the vehicle or whatever. We're gonna return functions. I'm gonna create a new function called left alley, or we'll do driver alley. add, we're gonna open, go activation, put this to my left bracket. I do believe you have to spell it out, so left bracket. We're not going to change any of that. That's simple. Set pattern now. We'll do patterns. Edit, add selection, DA. We're just going to make this white. Now we're going to export. And then now when we hit our left bracket, it should turn on that left alley light that we got in there. Yep, just like that. By not integrating the left alley into your pattern, you can enable your light bar or your light pattern or whatever, and then hit the left bracket and still have it on while your pattern is going. You can do the same for your takedowns. I'll show you that now. We'll do takedowns, add, do ETK and PTK. Both are going to be white. Turn, activation, and we'll do P. Or no, we won't do P because that's for park pattern. We'll do 9. I do believe you have to write it out if I'm not mistaken. And we're just going to export. So now when we load in, get into the vehicle, and we hit 9. Yep. There we go. So we've got that on. We'll turn our lights on. We still have control over the left alley, and we'll still have control over the takedowns. Alright, I'll show you how to do the park pattern now. We'll do that now. Go make sure we have our vehicle. We're gonna do park. Gonna add that as a function. Hit edit, activation, go override. Make sure it's park override. Dependent functions, we're gonna do stages, so it doesn't just turn on randomly. And then I do believe for this, you have to set it to the first stage in order for it to work. We'll do patterns, edit, and we can just do FLV1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm just gonna do the entire driver's side steady red, while we'll have a flashing, we'll do a flashing driver passenger corner module. We're gonna export, go back here, we go to here, load in, open our car door, get in, and then as you can see, normal light bar. We'll hit P, put in park. There we go. You got the park pattern, hit P again, goes back to normal. And then of course, hit P, you can do all your other functions. And nothing gets fucked up. Okay, there we go. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll be signing off for now.